guys, thanks so much for clicking onto this video. This is basically a full-length vlog of me walking around and getting lost inside of the IKEA. I tend to do that a lot because IKEA is so big. Like and subscribe for more content like this. I absolutely love going to IKEA, so I'm always happy to film more content for you guys. I actually have a bunch of other videos of me exploring the IKEA and even trying their food, which I didn't really love, but it wasn't that bad. And it was kind of cheap, but not the cheapest, like they always say in videos. Comment down below, have you ever actually been in an IKEA? And if you haven't, do you actually want to go to an IKEA? I'd always heard about it like on videos and TikTok and stuff. So being able to go to an IKEA was like a dream come true for me. I love it here. Don't know what an IKEA is. It's basically a Swedish, I think it is actually Swedish, supply store for different kinds of household items and furniture. They have a reputation of being cheaper than the average furniture store, which is slightly true if you look at for the deals especially. And in my experience, the items are not that bad quality. Most of the time, they're pretty fair quality actually. So I always like coming to the IKEA and trying to find a good deal. One of the best things that I purchased on this trip were these scissors for 79 cents. I've been using them absolutely everywhere, and they are definitely an absolutely amazing purchase. They are only 79 cents, which in my opinion is really good for a scissor deal. I mean, you can literally cannot find scissors for that cheap, not even at like the dollar store, ever since they raised their prices by a quarter. And I checked Walmart and they also did not have any scissors for that cheap. Speaking of Walmart, they actually did have cheaper knives. The cheapest knife set was $3.99 for a pair of 2 knives, and at Walmart one knife was only 97 cents, so I did not pick up this knife set that I'm looking at here. I just went to the Walmart a couple of weeks later and I got it from there. That is a word of caution for anybody who is like actually coming to an IKEA. Always make sure that you're doing your due diligence and looking around for the deals, because not everything that they have at the IKEA is actually the cheapest price at said IKEA. You can typically find things that are cheaper than most places here, especially for things like this, which is a spatula that I got for 99 cents. You're not going to find that elsewhere. But there are always those items that you are going to be able to find for cheaper at another place. So always shop around, always do your due diligence, always make sure that you're actually shopping for the deal. What I just picked up was a 3 utility tool for kitchen tools. It came with a ladle, some tongs, and a spatula. I actually did pick up a pair. I didn't show it in the video, but for $1.99 that was a pretty good deal. So definitely picked one up for myself because I've been moving and I need a new kitchen stuff. Then we kind of walked in towards the plates and the cups. I picked up 3 plates from IKEA. Each was 97 cents, which is a price that you can't beat anywhere else, not even at the dollar store, because they've raised all of their prices by a quarter. So I was very happy with that purchase. It was actually made of glass or china too, and microwave safe, so it checked off all of my boxes for what I was looking for. I live alone, so I only needed 3 plates in case like my mom visits me or like I have a friend over. So I only needed 3 of them, so I only got 3 of them. I had also picked up a baking dish for like $3.99, not the pan you just saw. That was plastic for 99 cents. I've been using my pan and it's a really good pan. It's like a baking dish. It can go in the oven. I've been baking cookies and making pizzas off of it, and it's held up pretty well so far. It's been like a couple of months since I recorded this and got that. Definitely a good investment in my opinion, and very cheap too for what it is. Like, you cannot find pans and stuff for like $3.99 anymore in this like economy. So I was very happy with my purchase. IKEA also always makes you walk around the entire store before they let you go and check out. So we just kept moving into the bedding section. I think that they do that so that you end up seeing everything that they have in the store, and you see things that you might not have necessarily known that you wanted, or even that you knew that you didn't need. But then you see it and then you're like, oh wait, this is so cheap, I'm gonna pick it up, like this thing, and then you end up spending more money. So definitely make sure that you have like strong will when you're going into an IKEA, because you might fall victim to getting things that you don't need. Now this is something that I did need. It was $1.50 for a toilet brush and its holder. The dollar store had them for $1.25 without a holder, so I just figured I might as well pick it up at the IKEA and get myself a holder as well. I did pick up one of them. I might honestly go back and get another one just to have it in like stock. They're really like a household like necessity, right? So, and then I continued on through the bath stuff. I saw that they had these microfiber towels for $1.29, I think like a 3 or 4 pack. Ordinarily that's not a bad deal, but I don't really use microfiber towels, and my washcloths are all basically old towels that I cut up or old t-shirts that I cut up. Word to the wise, that is the best way to get washcloths very cheap, and they work just as well as the ones that you buy at like an actual store. I also saw that they had these loofahs, 3 for $3.99. That's not too bad of a deal, but I did end up putting them back because I knew that the dollar store would have them for $1.25, and I actually found a 2-pack at the dollar store. So that was like, each one was like 62 cents, 63 cents, somewhere around there, which is a far better deal than the $1.33 that they were available for at the IKEA. So that is part of the due diligence that you have to do, just making sure that you do your own math and do your own calculations, and making sure that you're not overspending for things that you don't need to. Going into an IKEA is always a little bit overwhelming because they literally have everything just out there thrown at you. So you go in and you're like immediately like, whoa, you have so much stuff. So definitely the first time I walked in, I was a little bit overwhelmed, but I love it now. That is all for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you've watched this far, comment down below that you've watched this far, and comment what your favorite thing in this video was. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.